To the debacle of that dire BBC documentary, is there a real reason as to why the BBC have gone all out, seemingly, to protect the former royals known as Harry and Meghan? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Lovely to have your company today as ever. Hope you're all keeping well and warm. I know the temperature is dropping around the world. Apparently we had our coldest night here of the season so far. I love that, don't you, on the mainstream news channels? You flick it on and that's the news you wake up to and think, oh right, I'll jump out of bed with a relish then. Not quite. But back as ever to your royal breaking story of the day. As we've seen with this particular documentary, some might say the rather disgraced British Broadcasting Corporation, particularly after the debacle of the Martin Bashir interview, they may have behaved. Well, seemingly not, of course. It's caused a lot of upset ructions and a lot of distress, particularly for our glorious Majesty the Queen. You can imagine she would have thought, coming up to her Platinum Jubilee year, that things may have got a little bit easier for her, and one would have hoped so, but seemingly not. What I find particularly interesting about the documentary is it's all unsubstantiated tabloid gossip, and of course the BBC is supposed to be at the heart, of course, of telling you the truth, unbiased news, and of course totally impartial. Didn't see much of that really, did you? Is there truly a bigger reason as to why they went down this particular route? Originally, when the documentary was conceived over a year ago now, it was basically to look at how the princes and the royal press officers and of course the press deal with each other. Has it changed in the few years, of course, that Megxit, Prince Harry, Prince William, Catherine all came to prominence? That was the basic idea. Of course, it quickly escalated and changed as the royal story moved on. But here's what I can tell you. According to insiders, here's the real reason why the BBC changed direction somewhat. And it's interesting to note on this particular case. Now let's think about it. When you look at the documentary in full, it's less than enlightening and more importantly very damaging towards the British monarchy. But it does appear that a very, very ambitious presenter hopes to achieve something from this. And we can tell you what that is. What the presenter hopes to achieve is a sit-down interview with the former royal known as His Royal Highness Prince Harry, when of course he decides to launch that book next year. Now if this is truly the case, and of course you can see the production team behind this documentary and of course the presenter thinking that this would be another global rating smash, putting his name in very much a high profile, well, who could blame him? And let's not forget, Prince Harry will be looking, as will his publishers Penguin Random House, for obviously media opportunities. And some are saying that that's the reason why they've gone very light-heartedly on the former royals known as Harry and Meghan, or the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and harder of course on other senior British members of the monarchy over here in the United Kingdom. Whichever way, someone's definitely hoping that this will be a career-defining moment. And will this be enough to secure Prince Harry for that English sit-down when of course he releases that book, as I say, at some point in the spring next year? Either way, it's not looking particularly good for the BBC and the British monarchy, and that battle looks set to continue seriously for some time to come. Neil Sean in the heart of London.